A beautiful, lush jungle filled with towering trees and vibrant green foliage. A small, colorful bird sits on her nest high up in a tall, sturdy tree. The sunlight filters through the leaves, casting golden glows on the bird's delicate feathers. The eggs in the nest are perfectly round, with soft pastel hues. A mighty elephant walks through the jungle, his massive feet thudding heavily against the soft earth. His gray skin is textured with fine wrinkles, and his tusks gleam in the dappled sunlight. As he moves, he brushes against the trunk of the little bird's tree. The nest shakes slightly, and the eggs wobble but remain intact. The little bird is seen soaring through the sky, her wings spread wide as she searches for food. Meanwhile, the elephant unknowingly presses harder against the tree, causing the delicate nest to shake violently. The tiny chicks fall, their fluffy bodies tumbling through the air before landing on the ground. The elephant, unaware of the tragedy, steps forward, his foot coming down over the helpless chicks. The little bird returns, her eyes wide with horror as she sees what has happened. The little bird, her feathers ruffled with anger, flies up to the elephant's face. Her beady eyes burn with fury as she demands an apology. The elephant smirks, his large ears flapping lazily. "So what?" he says with a dismissive huff. His size dwarfs the tiny bird, but she remains unwavering, her sharp beak pointing accusingly. The little bird gathers a flock of her friends, small, colorful birds with bright feathers and sharp beaks. They perch on branches, listening intently as she tells them of the elephant's cruelty. Their eyes narrow in determination, wings rustling as they prepare for action. The dense jungle behind them is filled with cascading vines, exotic flowers, and sunbeams piercing through the canopy. As the elephant makes his way to the river, the flock of birds launches their attack. They swoop down in a synchronized assault, their beaks pecking fiercely at his eyes. The elephant bellows in pain, shaking his massive head as he tries to fend them off. His eyes swell shut, rendering him blind. The jungle is chaotic, with birds flying in all directions, their wings a blur of color against the deep greens of the foliage. Near a deep ditch, a group of frogs croaks loudly, their sounds echoing through the jungle. The blind elephant, confused and desperate for water, follows the deceptive calls. His enormous feet tread closer to the edge, his trunk sniffing the air. The ground beneath him suddenly gives way, and he tumbles into the ditch, his body crashing into the earth below. Dust and leaves swirl around as the impact shakes the jungle. The little bird perches triumphantly on the elephant's head, her eyes filled with satisfaction. The once mighty elephant now lies in the ditch, defeated and helpless. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting a golden glow over the jungle. The other birds cheer from the branches, celebrating their victory. The elephant lets out a low, sorrowful groan, realizing the consequences of his arrogance.